Hello everyone, welcome back to Vachi Online Teaching. This is another session of Class 11 Biology in NIOS syllabus. The chapter is Reproduction in Plants, and today we are discussing about the factors affecting flowering and parts of a flower. Before getting into the session, if you're watching my channel for the first time, please click on the subscribe button and the bell icon on its side so that you will be notified when I upload new videos. Okay. So, shall we start? Okay, so the next topic is factors affecting flowering. So in the last class we have discussed about how reproduction is happening in flowering plants and when is flowering initiated and what are the different types of plants based on the time in which it produces flowers in its life cycle. Okay, so this is the next topic. In this we'll discuss about what are the factors affecting flowering. Okay, so flowering in a plant is affected by temperature, and that phenomenon in which temperature influences flowering is called as vernalization, and it also get affected by the amount of the light the plant is receiving, and that phenomenon is called as photoperiodism. Okay, so vernalization and photoperiodism, that means temperature and light are the two important factors which affect flowering in an angiosperm plant. Okay, so first we will discuss about what is vernalization. Okay, so there is a limit, there is a amount of temperature that is required for a plant to get flower. Okay, and if we treat a plant with low temperature, we can make the flowering early. That means low temperature treatment is stimulating early flower formation in plants, and that phenomenon is called as vernalization. Okay, so if at all you want to make flowering early in a plant, you can just treat it with a low temperature, then it is low temperature treatment is stimulating flowering early. Okay, and the second one is photoperiodism. It is the duration of light, duration of light and duration of darkness that a plant is exposed to, and it is having an effect on its growth and thereby flowering. Okay, so photoperiodism is the biological response in terms of growth and flowering to the duration of light and dark period received by a plant in a specific sequence. Okay, so light and temperature are the two important factors that affects the flowering. And the next one is the sex in the flowers. What kind of a flower it is it a male flower or is it a female flower? That is okay. So this one this is also we studying in some other chapter about the shoot system. And in some plants the flowers are dioecious. That means they have both male and female plants in a same flowers in a same plant. Okay, so in some dioecious species there may be a chromosomal basis of sex determination, for example XS and XY chromosome. The male and the female plants may also exhibit differences in the level of their growth substances. For example, the plant of cucumis which bear male flowers have a high gibberellin content as compared to those which bear only female flowers. The application of gibberellin from outside can induce formation of male flowers even in genetically female plants. And see, there are some plants which are producing more male flowers or more female flowers, and in such plants there is the amount of the hormone gibberellin, it will be different. So if you want to make a female flower, a plant which is producing more female flower get converted to producing more male flowers, you can apply gibberellin to it. If you are applying gibberellin, then that plant like cucumis will produce more male flowers. Okay, and the treating male plants with auxin or ethylene may develop more female flowers, and this is mostly this response is mostly observed in cannabis plant. Okay, that means in some plants there will be some plants are able to produce both type of flowers. That means some plants produce only male flowers, some plants of the same variety produce only male flowers, the other produce only female flowers. If you want to convert a female flower producing plant to a male flower producing plants, in cucumis you can apply gibberellin. Gibberellin will induce the plant to produce more male flowers. Similarly, plants like cannabis, if you apply more auxin or more ethylene, it will produce more female flowers. Okay, so sex in flowers is also an important factor in determining what type of flower it is produced. Okay, the next topic is parts of a flower. So this is the cross section of a typical flower, and a flower consists of the whorls. The layers of a flower is called as whorls, and the typical flower consists of 4 whorls, and that 4 whorls are formed on a cup-like structure called as thalamus or stalk, and the 4 whorls are calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Okay, and calyx is the that greenish layer which consists of the sepals. Okay, this one. This is the calyx layer, and the colorful part, the most attractive part of a flower is called as the corolla, and the individual units of a corolla is called as petals. And androecium is the male reproductive part. It consists of stamens. Okay, and female reproductive part is gynoecium. It's also called as pistil, and it consists of carpels. Okay, so the outermost 2 layer, these are known as the non-essential whorls or the accessory whorls, and it just acts as a support to the reproductive whorls, and these 2 layers are called as the essential whorls of the reproductive whorls. Okay, and this is the male reproductive part of a flower, and this is the female reproductive part of a flower. Okay, so and this is the diagram showing gynoecium. Individual unit of gynoecium is called as carpels, and this is androecium. Individual unit is called as stamen, and this is petal, the attractive part, and this is the sepal, the greenish structure, and this is thalamus, the cup-like structure on which the 4 whorls are formed. Okay, and this is the gynoecium. Gynoecium consists of ovary, style, and stigma, and androecium consists of the tip, the pollen grain tip, and it's a long tube to which it is attached. Okay, and inside this the pollen grains are formed. Okay, so this is about the parts of a flower, and this is for the current session, and in the next session we will be discussing about the structure of the stamens and how pollen grains are formed, and how male gametes or the pollen grains are developed, its structure and all. And the next is like similarly the female gametophyte development, its structure in detail. Okay, so that we'll discuss in the next class. So this is for this session. Thank you.